only child, aren't you?
Yes.
I guess you'd have to be. Caretaker used to tell us about Lilith's child, not Lilith's firstborn.
It would be a better world if Lilith had no children.
Hey, don't say that.
I mean that she chose corruption to save my life. Without me, none of what is happening would be happening.
Oh, wow. That's, rough to carry with you. For what it's worth, I'm glad to have you around.
Thanks, Robbie.
It always strikes me how our families define so much about us. I wouldn't be who I am without my little brother. With my parents gone, I had to grow up fast, pay the bills, keep my grades up, and provide for Gabe, no matter what.
Having a spirit of vengeance inside you cannot have made it any easier.
Yeah, it has complicated my life, but I make sure it won't complicate his. It's not easy to find that balance, but you have to do it. Without family, you lose a part of yourself. I gotta say it, hanging with you has been a major confidence boost. Well, sort of.
Sort of?
Have you seen the people we've got cruising around this place? Tony's a genius, Strange can do practically anything, Cap is a friggin' icon, Carol can fly the solar system and the fighter jet, and then there's me, with a flaming demon in my head.
A flaming demon in your head is far from mundane.
Yeah, it's cool, but not, top shelf cool. Not like those other guys.
Do not let it rattle you, Robbie. Have faith in yourself.
I don't know. I don't want to mess up and disappoint anyone, or worse, get someone hurt. I made that mistake once before, and I have absolutely zero desire to do it again.
Trust yourself. You have the right skills. And if you need backup, Sparky is always with you. Trust in the demon.
Sparky's great, but I make the judgment calls. And my track record is iffy at best.
We all mature in different ways.
Yeah, I hear you, Hunter. And, I appreciate you seeing the best in me. Even if the best is Sparky.
I think the best of you is yet to be discovered.
I'm not sure what to think about the grotto. It's not big enough to swim laps. Its only real purpose is for lounging and soaking up the sun.
Oh, come on. How can you not be amazed by pool floats?
They're too close to life preservers for my taste. As long as it isn't distracting to the team, I guess we can chalk it up to morale building. No need to pass on my griping. I get enough Cap hates the water jokes. I don't. Not really. What I hate is losing decades of my life to the sea. But if it means I'm still around to do my part, I can't hate it too much.
So this is how it ends. My sister consumes all Transia with demonic energy on my watch.
On all our watch.
Wait, we aren't just gonna let that happen, right?
We have the Skull's Godkiller.
Which may offer some hope against Lilith, but unfortunately, there are other factors at play.
Some not-so-jolly-green factors.
I doubt the Hulk will ever let us get within striking distance of my mother again.
Or Cathan's temple.
Hey, I could try fastballing every Stark satellite in the sky at him. Worked once before. Sorta.
Why look to the heavens
Showtime.
when the answer is right in front of you? Nice entrance.
Indeed.
Hey, it's the Ghost Lady.
Agatha.
Are you? Is this? What the hell is going on here right now?
She's about to get to the good part.
The most powerful creature on Earth isn't on Mount Wondergore. She's the witch of Wondergore. And it's time she went home. All that time you spent practicing. Hours after hour, trying to control your powers. Well, dear, I think you're finally ready to screw it all and let go!
Impossible.
You know how much I dislike that word. Now you see why. Daughter of Transia, at last you return home. Surrender your pain to me, and I will make you whole once more. My pain? Yes. Mother. You can have it all! Is he?
Any moment!
Ignite her.
What is it you said, Agatha?
Screw it!
Ego sum tenebris et veniut in domum suum, iubet dominus. Ego sum tenebris, domum domini preceptor!
This is why Sarah has such high blood pressure. Sure you're okay?
I will be.
So will he.
It has been a long day, so if you are going to reprimand me for acting recklessly, do it quickly.
On the contrary, I've come here to congratulate you. We needed that win. We needed it desperately, and you delivered it to us. I want you to know, no matter what happens, you should feel proud of yourself for what you did today. You put my sister in her place and saved an Avenger while you were at it. You deserve all the kudos you can get.
Wanda is the one you should be proud of. It took great courage to overcome her fear of facing Lilith again. Not to mention Banner, who committed nothing short of atrocities against her.
She is as brave as she is powerful, isn't she?
She is, and she deserves your praise.
Then I will be sure to give it to her. It must have been quite an encounter you had with Lilith. I can see it in your collar. It seems to be on its last legs.
Lilith's dark energy did cause the crack in it to deepen. It could use some mending.
Unfortunately, that's impossible. The collar you wear around your neck is irreplaceable. This is it. There are no replacements. It took all my ancestral powers to create it for you. Every last drop. There is nothing left. So in case you were ever wondering why I'm not Super Sarah, now you know. I gave up all my powers to protect you.
Sarah, I did not know. Your sacrifice... I do not have words to express how much it means to me. You are indeed Super Sarah.
You can repay me by doing everything in your power to prevent it from breaking completely.
You have my word. Even if I have to use chewing gum and a paperclip, this collar will hold.
Not sure if that's making me feel any better, but I appreciate the sentiment. I should consult with Agatha in the library, See if there's anything else we should prepare for as the prophecy approaches. I suggest you check in on Banner. I believe he's in the forge. I have no doubt he'd want to meet the warrior who saved him. Oh, and Hunter, good job today.
It just now struck me how relieved I am that Bruce is back here with us. I guess I didn't realize how some part of me must have given him up for lost.
Are you going to be okay?
Me? I'm feeling better than I have in days. Listen, we've all faced our share of defeats and setbacks lately. And trust me, I know we've got a long way to go before we can call it a night. But right now, I want to let you know how proud I am to be serving alongside you and watching your leadership.
I guess we should be relieved that we like and respect each other, because I do not think we would have much choice if things went sour.
Unfortunately, I think you're correct in that assessment. We're all in the foxhole now, like it or not. A foxhole is a...
I am becoming familiar with your modern warfare tactics. You do not need to explain.
You're a quick study, my friend.
It appears that when you feel your feelings, they run quite deep.
I could go on, but I probably shouldn't. There's still so much to do.
And not enough hands to do it.
At least we gained a couple more. Hands, that is. 4 more if you count Bruce and the Hulk as separate people.
Hey, Hunter.
Come on, let's toast.
Didn't you just have one?
Yeah, but not with you.
What should we toast to then?
I don't know. There's so much to be happy about right now. You pick.
I know what I would like to drink to.
Oh yeah? What's that?
To you, overcoming your fear of confronting Lilith again. You did it. It was a major milestone for you.
Oh, it sure as hell was.
Here is to overcoming our fears, no matter what they may be.
I'll drink to that.
So, how did it feel to face Lilith again? Was it as easy as you made it look?
I won't lie, I didn't think I could do it.
But you did.
Yeah, feels kind of surreal. You know who I wish was here right now to celebrate?
Who?
My dad and brother. I wonder what they would say if they saw me now. Saw who I grew up to be.
They would most likely be in awe of you.
I don't need them to be in awe of me, but it would be nice if they were proud of me.
I have no doubt that if they were here, right now, they would express their pride.
I like that storyline. If this was a television show, I'd write them a cameo. And there would finally be a real feel-good ending to a season of Wanda. But that's not how the world works. Sometimes I feel like I've been cast as too many different characters in my life, and don't really know who I am, or who I'm supposed to be. Am I Wanda Maximoff, sweet-natured orphan from Transia? Or the scary Scarlet Witch? Because hell if I know.
Well, if it matters to you, I think the most important role in life you can play is yourself. In your case, just Wanda.
I need to figure out who this Wanda is first, before I can play her properly.
You will have time for that. I mean, you will have time if Cthulhu does not consume it first.
Ew, he's planning on eating time too? I heard he was the elder god with the eating disorder, but I thought he had some taste.
He wants to devour everything and redecorate the universe with his image. I'm fairly certain that is the very opposite of having taste.
Then we've definitely got to stop him. It's been great knocking back a few, but I should probably finish this drink and find some way to recharge. Fighting your mom really zapped my energy. Besides, I think Nico wants to chat.
Get some rest tonight. You have accomplished much today.
You too, Hunter. I'm going to replay this day.
Oh my god, Nico. What are you doing?
Having celebratory drinks with coworkers.
Where is Nico? And what have you done with her?
She was too emo and gothy, so I traded her in for a happier, peppier model. Like one of those anarchist cheerleaders.
A cheerleader? Things are worse than I thought.
Oh, calm down. I'm not cheering for a high school football team. I'm cheering for you and Wanda. You two knocked Lilith on her ass and managed to jailbreak Banner's brain and bring him back. You both freaking killed it today. Told you everything would get better once Wanda was back.
The odds do seem to be turning in our favor.
Yeah, for the first time in a long time, I feel kinda hopeful.
I still never thought I would live to see the day.
It's just... we're actually starting to feel like a real family. Maybe a somewhat dysfunctional family with a ton of issues to work through, but still a family.
Does this mean you look upon Tony and Doctor Strange as honorary uncles?
If you mean honorary crazy uncles who cast enchantments and give you useless gadgets for your birthday, then yes.
That sounds slightly irritating, but we both know it could be worse.
Yeah, this might be the first family I've had where we didn't try to murder each other and just annoyed each other to death instead.
Well, here is to this family not killing each other then.
Ha! Here's to being cycle breakers. Okay, I've given you enough of my attention and praise. Time for me to give it to my girl Wanda. She did good today.
She did. Good talking to you, Nico.
You too, Hunter. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it.
I've been making excuses to people for years, trying to reconcile the great things I've done with the terrible things the other guy's done. But this time I have no excuses. I was the worst monster, not him.
Well, 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 look who's poking around Santa's workshop. Don't mind us. We just wanted to make sure you were getting cozy at your new haunted home away from home.
I guess this is where the yelling starts.
Nobody wants to play the blame game.
Correct. We are here to welcome you back, Bruce, not to yell at you.
Yeah, and to figure out what we need to do if we're going to face Lilith.
Hopefully Bruce has some first-hand knowledge that could help us.
Wanda,
There's no need for apologies. You're back now. You're home.
That's right, feel the feels later. Right now, it looks like Bruce could use a little help.
All I have are ideas right now. Lots of ideas. And no clue how to get started.
Uh-oh. Doc, know what this means?
Could this really be?
Oh, you know it. Time to pull an old-fashioned Avengers all-nighter.
I haven't had one of those since we had to brainstorm ways to smash Ultron sentries a few years back.
I remember that. Good times.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
Next time, how about we do this on the actual moon?
We could, but you might need to hold your breath.
You could hold it for me.
Hi, Hunter.
We were privately discussing strategy. Emphasis on the privately.
They have a bet going as to whether or not you... What is the phrase Nico taught me? Ah, yes. Moonwatch and chill.
Ghost Rider or not, Robbie is a dead man. Again.
I'm gonna wrap Peter in a cocoon and roll him down a few off-world mountains.
Everyone's getting a stake with their name on it.
Hunter, I'm saying this as a friend. Get lost.
Hunter, if you don't get out of here now, I'm gonna stake you.
Leaving.
Look, I'm not looking for your deep, dark diary secrets. Don't get freaked out. I don't care who you have a crush on. Can't believe I'm actually asking you this, but I wonder if you could give me a peek behind the magical veil?
Magical veil?
Yeah, I don't want to know card tricks or anything like that. I just want to know more about the secrets of magic. I'm talking about the spooky stuff.
Are you sure you are ready to lead your studies in this direction?
Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, yes, I've based my entire career on things that follow the basic rules of physics, and magic seems to break every single one of those rules. But that's just a formality. With you as my guide, I'm happy to throw out the rule book and get into the really weird stuff.
I warn you, there will be things with the potential to drive you insane.
Well, some people think I'm too sane. Maybe it's time to put a little mad into the scientist.
Just let me know when and where, and we will begin.
It's good that we have the kind of relationship where I can come to you about this stuff and there's no judgment.
You could not talk to Strange about this?
He knows his stuff, but if I came to him to teach me, I'd never hear the end of it. The man loves the sound of his own voice, especially when he's reciting incantations. If you don't mind, can we keep these lessons between you and me?
Do not worry. I will keep my secret to my grave. And beyond.
That's the kind of commitment I like to hear. I knew there was a reason I liked you.
Very well. I think I have the perfect reading for your first assignment. There is a book up on that shelf. Occulta Pericula Amet.
Oh, my Latin is a little rusty, but does that say Dangerous Magic Secrets?
Ancient wizards did not like to get clever with their book titles. Anyway, take notes, and we will talk later.
It's green.
And I thought the smog in LA was bad.
Yeah, I don't think we should be breathing this air.
It's gamma radiation. It's fine to breathe, as far as I know.
Yes, but it gives the sky quite a beautiful tinge of color, doesn't it?
Like the sky before a storm.
Anyone want to tell me what I'm looking at?
The storm is almost here.
And so is the midnight sun.
The prophecy is almost complete.
Kathan is making his way into our dimension.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Let's go inside. We have work to do.
And it was glowing this way when you walked in here?
Yes, it's like something flipped it on. As if it's preparing for the midnight sun.
I think that's precisely what it's doing.
It knows its owner is coming back to pick it up, and it wants to look good.
Yes, that's an excellent way to put it.
I know a thing or two about magic artifacts, especially if they're swords.
So I have observed. Perhaps when we take a breather, you can explain to me exactly how your portal spell works. It appears to be quite effective.
You want to talk shop? You got it. But watch yourself. I might end up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme one of these days.
I don't feel threatened. In fact, nothing would make me happier.
Whoa! Hunter, we should, I should speak with you about what you did to me.
Is that an accusation?
Of course not. I am grateful, of course. It has been so long since I've thought for myself. I was so focused on understanding what was happening with the Hulk. That obsession was how I stumbled onto her. And by then it was too late. I always thought myself capable of... well, doesn't even matter. I made a choice, and the world paid for it. The Hulk is not to blame for once. All this destruction was the work of Bruce Banner.
Bruce, Lilith's influence is supernatural. You cannot fault yourself for succumbing.
No, I will not be absolved of this. I sought her out, not the other way around.
Did you know what you were seeking?
Well, no. But the result was the same. I can still sense her, you know. Even though you freed me from her influence, she still resides in my head.
How? I remove the stain of Lilith's corruption.
My irradiation keeps me attuned to her thoughts and feelings. Not all of them, but enough. At this moment, her excitement grows as the prophecy nears its end.
Does the link go both ways? Does your presence threaten the Abbey?
The Abbey is open to her, Hunter. She can breach it whenever she desires.
It cannot be possible.
When Wanda chased you and the others through Limbo, she pierced the Abbey's barrier. That was all Lilith needed to enter.
If she has known that long, why not attack the Abbey directly?
Haven't you figured it out? She doesn't want to win.
That is impossible.
It's the only explanation. There were so many times she could have killed you all. I encouraged her to do so, more than once, but whatever her plans entail, they involve more than just killing the lot of you. Of us.
Dr. Banner.
Please, call me Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Hunter. It took me far too long to find my place. I'm glad it was here.
Hunter,
Our time has almost run out, Hunter. If we're ever going to find out what this God Killer can do, Tony and I need to start researching it now.
I know you and Tony will be able to find something helpful. Because the alternative
is too grim to consider.
All right. Then let us find out what this God Killer is all about.
Excellent. You know what to do at the anvil. Please get us started.
S.H.I.E.L.D. saying the green skies are just a normal atmospheric event?
This is not an Avengers-level threat.
I don't remember being consulted on that decision. Do you, Steve? After this, I am so done with clandestine quasi-government organizations.
Cover up or not, we have to present a united front and follow Fury's play.
Yeah, hard pass. We gotta tell the world the truth, or we lose the trust of anyone with a camera or access to social media, which, last I checked, is the population of Earth.
Woof. I've been there. Nobody cares about the truth. Nobody believes a primordial god is about to wake up and devour the universe.
We believe it.
Because you've seen it, Rogers. But I remember calling the Avengers hotline with the same story and getting nowhere. Everyone laughed at me. Well, not everyone. I still haven't heard back from Cloak and Dagger. This is no time to quibble over PR statements and cover-ups.
Nico's right. We can contradict S.H.I.E.L.D. and tell the truth, but most people aren't going to buy it.
Save the damage control spin for after we banish Chthon. If we banish Chthon.
So, the Midnight Sun has arrived, despite our best efforts, threatening to end the lives of millions.
And Chthon is threatening to consume the whole planet, ending even more.
Yes, I know. But as Wanda so compassionately pointed out, there are people in desperate need of help out there. Our help. It's my strong opinion we should save as many souls as possible before confronting Lilith.
I agree. Life is too precious. We must save everyone we can.
I thought you'd agree.
Hydra's everywhere. Where should I go first?
That's up to you. But I do want you to bring Banner. He needs to get back out there, get some wins, before our final showdown with Lilith.
Ever since I learned of the Hulk's existence, I've dreamed of fighting side by side with such a warrior.
Well, Now is your chance. I will leave the final decision to you, but you know my opinion. Oh, and Hunter, happy hunting.
The slumbering giant beneath the darkest of holds.
Does Slumbering Giant refer to Banner, Cathan, Wanda, or D, all of the above?
Option E, for other. What? After your third or so apocalypse, you never know what's going to come out of left field at the last second.
Either way, hell's coming.
Hells are always coming, Blade. There's no just one hell anymore.
I gotta go check in on Aunt May and MJ. And maybe the rest of the neighborhood. I don't know, Queens?
No, Spider-Man. The more hell we keep focused on us, the less hell there is everywhere else.
We're holding Lilith's attention to keep others out of harm's way. We can't split up now.
Okay, everyone just said different things to me, and I'm not sure which one to respond to.
How about we change topics to this? I think it's safe to say that maybe we got this is a safe thing to say.
That was a long walk with a lot of caveats.
Bravo for that nugget, Ghost Rider.
Pete, how many times I gotta tell you? Do not sit on the hell ride!
Anyone down for a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. Had Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then, it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than Summer Camp Tango.
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
I haven't seen you out here in years, Sarah.
This particular piece of ground is scarred for me with memories I rather forget. You know that.
Then why retread old traumas?
To remind me that we can do this. That it can be done. My sister can be slain. This is where it happened the first time, when Hunter...
When Hunter gave their life to take hers.
And saved the world. Why couldn't she just stay dead?
It's time to face her again. Are you ready for that?
Seems everyone here is. As ready as they can be, anyway.
Yes, but are you ready to lose a sister, and possibly a child a second time?
No one is ever ready for that. But my personal pain and losses are nothing in the scheme of things.
Well, they are something to me.
Do you know where you're standing right now?
Yes, it was the place where I...
Vanquished your mother, saved the world, and made the ultimate sacrifice doing it.
So it would seem.
The details aren't the issue here. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
You did what you thought was right. What you thought I needed to do to survive.
But you didn't. You didn't survive. You died alone. All because I made you believe you were no more than a weapon. But you're more than that. More than the Hunter. You're the only child I had. Ever will have. Just promise me, I won't lose you again.
You need to know this. I always thought of you as my real mother.
I love you too. God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning. Agatha and I are...
That was a nice moment between you two.
It was.
We love you like our own child, you know. When you passed, we were inconsolable for decades. We never wanted you to have to make that sacrifice. But you were always the kind of person who would die so the rest of us could live. Made the loss even harder to bear for us. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
I am not. I fear no death, Agatha. How can I, when I know you will be waiting there for me on the other side?
And I will be, if it comes down to that. But I don't think it will.
Why would it be any different this time?
Because everything is different now. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. Just remember how loved you are, and that will get you through.
Hunter, want to watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps the limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away. Just ask. Quiet, quiet. Here we go.
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Ugh, of course the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
It's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
Look like you're dragging him.
The God Killer has been displaying some strange behavior.
You mean besides the glowing?
Yes, besides the glowing. This concerns you directly, I think. I've noticed whenever you're in its presence, the artifact begins to almost pulsate, like it comes alive for you. What do you make of that?
If the God Killer is responding to me, then maybe I am meant to wield it in battle. Maybe I was always meant to wield it.
Perhaps this is another part of the prophecy. If so, then I hope it's the part that means good things for us. Because the rest of the prophecy is not exactly promising.
Is it still safe for me to pick up?
I suspect you're the only one of us who can. I don't think the God Killer wants anyone else touching it.
I will just pray that is a good thing.
If you ignore the sense of demonic gloom lurking in the flames, it's almost like we're back in the workshop at Avengers Tower. Almost.
You seem quite occupied here.
It's good. It's really good, actually. If I can keep myself busy enough, I think I can keep the darkness at bay.
Do not be afraid to rely on your friends. They can support you when you feel uneasy.
I'm doing exactly that. In this forge, with the scientific instruments laid out before me, it feels safe. I hope I can hold on to that for as long as I can. It turns out all I needed was to get my hands on a decent set of mass spectrometers. And to be reunited with those two. I miss them. I don't want them to hear. Their egos are big enough already.
I will leave you to finish whatever it is you are working on here.
Been one hell of a wild ride, hasn't it, Hunter?
It is about to get wilder.
You know, when I graduated MIT summa cum laude, I knew I was destined to found a billion-dollar tech empire. But if you told me I would one day trade in my state-of-the-art Avengers lab for a demon-powered forge in a haunted abbey and my Nobel Prize-winning staff of scientists for Dr. Spooky and the Jolly Green Giant, I'd have told you I didn't believe in fairy tales.
You have indeed come a long way in overcoming your rabid case of rhabdophobia.
Oh, you're talking about my resistance to the use of magic.
If by resistance you mean an almost debilitating fear of anything mystical, then yes.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was.
Okay, maybe I was a little apprehensive about all the hocus-pocusing, but you helped me get more comfortable with it. And I'm fine now. Well, mostly. Babs, the adorable Babylonian demon who lives in the furnace, does tell me to do things sometimes.
What things?
I'll just keep your door locked at night and you'll be fine. Gotcha! I've been waiting for that a long time.
Do not scare me like that.
I scared the 300-year-old demon child of Lilith? I can die now.
You keep pulling pranks like that and you might.
The look on your face right now, priceless. But not as priceless as it will be when you see what we've been burning the midnight oil over.
What have you been working on?
Top secret. I'd send you an NDA, but I'm pretty sure my executive assistant is Lillian now. Plus, I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. So, sorry boss, but you'll just have to wait.
I do not like waiting, or surprises.
And I used to not like magic all that much, but here we are. Don't worry, you'll get the big reveal in the morning. Oh, which reminds me, I better get back at it.